Hi guys, welcome to CHRYSALIS Gaming. In today's video I will explain to you the top 10 best PC games that are currently available for play. Everyone may find a game they enjoy, whether they prefer MMORPGs, shooters, or strategy games, and each year it gets more difficult to choose which game should be retired to make room for a new, fantastic title. We think it's crucial to keep things interesting because at some point you will have played the majority of the games on our list. Here is a convenient list of the 10 top PC games that are currently available for play. 10. Elden Ring. The best Souls games from Software are combined with a genuinely thrilling open environment in Elden Ring. Without job marks to direct you, you are free to actually explore, and as is common with FromSoft games, there are lots of surprises and hidden passageways to find. This is a dark, gorgeous world that is so densely populated that many of its mysteries won't likely be revealed for a very long time. Elden Ring is a challenging game, possibly the most challenging FromSoftware title to date, but since you can choose your own route and make various quality-of-life improvements that were probably inspired by earlier games, Elden Ring is likely to appeal to players who weren't sure about the Souls titles. People will enjoy and talk about this game for years to come. It's a real breath of new air for open-world games. It is the ideal illustration of what makes FromSoftware so well-liked. 9. Spelunky 2. Everyone seemed to be playing Spelunky, a roguelike known for being difficult as nails but also full of hidden surprises and opportunities for enjoyable emergent gameplay, during the golden age of independent gaming that was the previous decade. With Spelunky 2, all of the original's positive aspects are preserved. Its large, randomly created tombs are still loaded with traps and hostile creatures that are out to get you. With more variation and starting at a hub where you can choose which biome to explore next, dying is now less frustrating than it was in the previous game. Speaking of diversity, there are numerous brand new opponents, a lot larger environment that includes a lava-filled location, and mounts that will suffer horrifying deaths for you as they aid in your advancement. The brilliance of Spelunky, as previously, resides in how you can use whatever the game throws at you to help you on your quest. If you can get past the disappointment of dying, there is always a lot to see in this game of creative interlocking systems where nothing is ever exactly the same. 8. Rainbow Six Siege. One of the top first-person shooter games for online multiplayer on the PC, and it simply keeps getting better. Siege penalizes you for charging in with all of your might. Instead, you must consider your strategy and coordinate with your friends. When your squad blasts out CCTV cameras, scales a wall to get to an enemy's location and holds the ideal angles while pinging headshots, the best strategies work out like clockwork. Although the depth of its roster means you're likely to find your rhythm, it can feel daunting to inexperienced players. Whether you're a marksman, a master in demolitions, or just a bulky man with a big hammer, every operator has a part to play, and outsmarting your opponents is just as satisfying as outfiring them. There has never been a better time to buy Siege because Ubisoft continues to support it with regular new maps and operators, enhanced tools for beginner players, an unranked playlist that was added last year, and other features. 7. Hades. The roguelike developed by the Bastion creators is now available in its entirety after a productive nearly 2-year early access period. Hades combines the greatest elements of Supergiant, including breathtaking art direction, sound design, and music, as well as an engaging narrative with characters you'll come to care about beyond their cosplay potential. This is intended to be an inclusive roguelike from the start, dipping its toes into roguelite terrain for some long-lasting character boosts. The Prince of the Underworld, Zagreus, is trying to get out and is fighting his way to Mount Olympus through a number of dungeons. Hades is not just the best attempt at real storytelling in a roguelike, with lots of shocks, but it also excels technically, with quick combat and a variety of skills and weapons to suit your preferred playstyle. You'll quickly find yourself in the rhythm of just one more go, getting to know a diverse cast of gods better with each run because losing doesn't seem punishing. It is our top choice for the top video games of 2022 for a reason. 6. Dishonored 2. The assassin simulation in Dishonored 2, opens in new tab, is almost flawless. The maps in this sequel are bigger and more intricate than in the first game, your supernatural abilities are more impressive, and you have the option to play as Emily, a second character with a distinct murderous style. In the first game, you were hunting a target in a huge level and could kill them however you wanted. Every level is richly detailed, and every route you take to get your target seems like a separate, flawless assassination. The straightforward navigation makes it simple to go about and examine every area of the map while looking for hints before mapping out your course to your intended destination. Until all the guards are dead, you could enter with a shotgun blazing, spirit blink to a rooftop and enter through a window, or lure them into stepping into their own electricity traps. Then, in a whirl of blue magic and a flash of metal, you are fading into the night with your sword in your target's neck. It is really magnificent. 5. The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt. The low fantasy setting and credible, realistic characters in the first two Witcher games had moments of genius, but they lacked polish. The Witcher 3 opens in a new tab, combines one of the biggest, most gorgeous worlds ever made with one of CD Projekt Red's best narrative efforts. There is a reason it is at the top of our lists of the best RPG games and open-world games. The Northern Kingdoms, which draw their inspiration from European mythology, are home to an array of amazing creatures and, more significantly, three-dimensional people. Even if they all have flaws, especially the main character Geralt of Rivia, you can't help but care about how they turn out. A 5-hour side quest that takes you through a vineyard and a dusty city may be started by talking to any of them. Either way, you'll be invested in what you're doing and travel to some beautiful places while doing it, whether you're seeking a mythical creature or just attempting to settle a romantic dispute. 4. God of War. You can all breathe a sigh of relief now that one of the most popular PlayStation exclusive games has made it to PC. It's a fantastic conversion. God of War is a fantastic tech demonstration thanks to its aesthetics and a world without loading screens, but it's also a deft action game with a thoughtful paternal narrative. Thanks to excellent acting and a script that takes its time, letting characters express themselves authentically, and skillfully pacing its big, show-stopping moments, you can understand and empathize with the story of a man trying to make peace with his past even if you are unaware of the other God of War games. From a gameplay perspective, God of War's action may follow obvious patterns, but Kratos' axe is enjoyable to use thanks in large part to its recall feature, and each move has a palpable sense of consequence. One of the best action adventures you may play, one that genuinely set the bar for years to come, is created when you combine intriguing puzzles and stunning locations. 3. Half-Life: Alyx. The best VR title to date is Alyx, which feels like a natural progression from Half-Life 2, one of the all-time great shooters. It mixes the most intricate level design you've ever seen with an engrossing, moving plot. It seems as though anything may be picked up, studied, and shattered. When you open drawers, smash cardboard boxes or take vodka bottles off the shelves, it can be incidental, but it's frequently essential to progress. For instance, as you slip by a blind monster at one point, you have to cover your mouth to prevent Alyx from coughing. This degree of participation gives the game a lifelike sense and makes you feel like a vital component of it. Additionally, the shooting isn't that horrible. Even though you don't have many weapons, the ones you do have are powerful and punchy, and they feel great in your hands. Reloads are done manually, which at first feels tedious but becomes easier with practice until ultimately it comes naturally to slide magazines into place. When your only source of illumination is a torch, frantic firefights are interspersed with clever puzzles and slower, evocative sequences. City 17 feels a lot spookier in VR than we remember. A story fit for the series propels the action. As Alex Vance, you search City 17 for your father Eli while having hilarious conversations with your sidekick Russell. The stakes of your journey increase, but we don't want to give anything away, enough to say that the magnificent conclusion is worth the wait. 2. Minecraft. Similar to the buildings you can erect in its universe, Minecraft just keeps expanding. It is unique among other sandbox games in delivering on its promise of complete freedom. You can break and arrange bricks in any way you like, recreating all of Westeros from Game of Thrones, or you can build a little coastal hut and subsist off the land using a fishing rod. Although you can play it any way you want thanks to its many game modes, which are a freeing experience, the game's structure is helped by the presence of adversaries, hidden treasure, and twisting cave systems. Its sandbox environment never fails to fill your head with lofty notions, and before you realize it, 5 hours have passed while you worked block by block towards your next self-made goal. Its scope is further expanded by mods and new maps, and it works best when you and a friend are working together to create your next project. 1. Call of Duty: Warzone. The best battle royale game available on PC right now is Call of Duty: Warzone, opens in a new tab. While Apex Legends is a close second and a better option if you want to play as heroes with amazing skills and ultra-mobile mobility, Warzone plays like the genre's classics with a few creative twists. There are opportunities for memorable comebacks because you only get one chance to resurrect after dying, which requires victory in a 1v1 combat. Each round structure is provided by contracts, which may instruct you to locate a number of chests, defend a specific area to expose the next place circle, or track down an enemy whose location has been revealed on the map. All of this earns you cash, which you can use to buy kill streaks and loadouts you've created in between games. It is designed on top of Call of Duty's renowned low-recoil gunplay and high-intensity action, and is perfectly tuned to allow PC users to cooperate with pals on consoles. Each place on the map has a distinct personality, and some of them are even modeled by actual Call of Duty franchise maps.